Hello from the Yarn Closet in Tucson, Arizona. This is Laura. I am Yarn Closet AZ on Instagram. My mom is on Ravelry, MawgeeKitty. We both are kind of on that account. And the Yarn Closet blog over on Patreon. You can follow us for free there. Download crochet, knitting, loom knitting, and what to do with a sock tube patterns. If you support us over there, you'll have access to some additional content and access to me. And I'm trying to open that up for a little bit more personal information. And there is a woman I follow over there, Dawn Landix, I believe. I cannot remember. I've had to start this over and I forgot to, you're fine. I forgot to write her name down. I will put it in the information below. Her husband recently died the end of January from the flu virus, and they've got 4 small children, and she looks to still be in her 30s. I just think it would be nice if you could send some good wishes to her or get behind helping her out at this time. I know that that's got to be a challenge. And I love that our community will do that. And on the rest of the Our Community stuff, Maritime Family Fiber in Maine uses Briggs & Little yarn from Canada, and they sent us a gift. We have had our drawing, 44, 49 commenters, I can't remember. Number 15 won, it was Darla Antonio. Please email me at TheYarnCloset@yahoo.com. You won 2 skeins of worsted weight, 80/20. It's called Tuffy. It's 80% wool, 20% nylon. It is definitely a worsted weight for 215 yards per 113 grams. This is the blue mix. Can you see that color-wise? That's pretty good. And this is the granite, just granite. It's barber poled gray and white. You will also be getting the Growly Bear hand balm, unscented, braille stitch markers in a lovely heart case, a one-of-a-kind wooden cup my husband created. I have a few of these. It's about the size of a shot glass. We have toothpicks in them in the kitchen. I keep my small scissors and my yarn needles and a few stitch markers. So I always have it just right next to me, and it's just so convenient and pretty. So Darla Antonio, I'm assuming that's your real name. Send me your real address and we will get that out to you as quick as we can. A couple of things have happened this year. I was trying to do a couple of the challenges to work my stash down, but apparently something's happening at the end of 2020 and it's going to be even more expensive to buy things from Britain. So be thinking about Amy over at Stranded Dye Works. She has a yearly sale in November, and I'm gonna try to tuck some money away to get at least a sweater quantity and possibly a sweater quantity from Kate Celine, because I just don't know how I'm going to feel about ordering next year when it's even more expensive. It's frustrating to me because, you know, I haven't found anyone here locally that does the kind of speckling that Kate does. But people like Maritime Family Fiber, for $7 a skein, I can afford to make a couple of their sweaters easily, and that's on my future agenda. So what were the other things I wanted to quickly go over? It's been a heck of a week. I'm just gonna keep this short. We're having to switch school, you know, homeschooling. It's happening now in the living room. And we're having a few more restrictions for our preteen. You may notice over here, I'm doing the Finish It February. And I have actually 13 things on this list. I have completed one. My mother has since committed me to another pair of fingerless gloves, so I'm trying to get those out. But that meant that I cranked a few tubes because I don't want to start anything new. I just want to finish some stuff. But it's a challenge because part of Finish It February is just to finish what you've got. But also, if you just aren't going to finish it, are you going to put that yarn back in? Are you going to just bag it up and donate it to one of your thrift stores? Because, you know, some people like finding those half-finished items at the thrift stores. And to be honest, I'm really considering it with that blue sweater that I'm just stalling out on constantly. I've tried to change tactics and I just don't know. We're still in the early days. So I'm going to try to finish my mom's fingerless gloves next, a hat for my stepdad, and then I'm going to see if in one sitting I can't get just those last few rows up over the shoulder on that blue sweater, because then I'm going to switch to a back of garter, and I think that that'll let me plow through it. I don't know that I'll love the end result, but to be honest, I've talked to a lot of people, and a lot of people will say the first few sweaters that they made, unless they were those big oversized cozy ones, they just don't get a lot of wear. The nice thing is that my daughter is a tall, big girl. I'm a small woman, so hopefully when she's a kid, she can enjoy some of these sweaters that were my early on projects. And I am still holding on my Peace Fleece sweater, because now I think I decided today that I am committed to steeking the front. And there is a way to do, you know how people put the ribbon to cover the steek? Well, there's a way to do it where you're actually knitting a cover to that. It makes a bit thicker of a ridge, and you eat up more rows if you didn't pre-plan for the steek, because you end up using about 10 rows of stitching up. So I'm contemplating that. I don't know. We might just go the easy route and try that for the next one. But that's where we've been this last week, in trying to really dig down deep. What are all of my whips, and will I finish them? There's the grandma throw with grandma's dishcloth pattern, where I did them as diamond shapes, and I just kept going. That is never getting finished. It's a middle panel and 2 side panels, and you know, who knows? I do throw yarn over tables as protection and just fun for the color. That's not going anywhere. So I'm reclaiming the rest of that wool, and the blue sweater is still questionable. I have one crocheted blanket. It's so small. I wanted to make it bigger, but I'm just not into it. I'm just not into the crochet right now. So that might be done. I want to dig in and finish this sweater because I think I can do it quickly. I'm in a bit of a hurdle when it comes to the sleeves, because I don't want to have to do decreases and make it real fitted. Therefore, I'm thinking about going to a half sleeve or a 3/4 sleeve and using ribbing to tighten it up. Because honestly, right now, all I want to do is make a bunch of leggings and a bunch of fingerless gloves. And luckily, I have some fingerless gloves that I need to finish. And I'd love to make a bunch of cowls. So if I can just decide to get this stuff off the needles and move past it, then my finish at February will be done even sooner and I can move forward. I gave up on my plan for Valentine's Day because the number of kids in her class has been a bit of a moving target, and I don't want it to be more of a distraction for the teachers on that day. So I think I'm going to go something a little bit simpler. But I will say nobody knew that this is me as Amy Beth over at Fat Squirrel Fibers. Y'all need to, okay, I don't have a sense of humor. Everyone will tell you I have no sense of humor. But I did think that was kind of funny because we have the same curtains and red hair, you know, and we're the same person, except she's a little bit smarter and a little bit younger. I knew there was a little person back there. Did you lose some front teeth? Look at that. And do you have some sparkle teeth in there? Yeah. Wow.
That's 2 surprises.
That is 2 surprises.
Mama.
Oh, my baby. Do we need some
Mama.
cuddles?
Mama.
We love Spirit Week.
Mama.
All right, people. That's it for this week. What do we say? We say, look with your heart first.
Look with your heart first and
not your eyes. And listening's good. Oh, and last Friday we did the blind class at school, didn't we? You guys got to all use my canes and walk around with blindfolds on.
Yeah.
Was that fun or was it scary?
It was fun and scary. I couldn't see Anna's leg. With mommy. Oh, there she is.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think some of the kids got a kick out of it.
I got a kick out of it.
Yeah, because normally I don't let you play with my canes.
Yeah, but...
I love you. Look with your heart first.
Look with your heart first. I'll turn it.
You turn it? No, this one.